not upset about it. I'm not upset about that. Like, Man City, out with the old and in with the new.
Like, this guy's ass, bro. Like, no disrespect, he's a top player. But how can you decline in talent?
He's a Gabby offspring. You know what I mean? He hasn't won anything at City yet. So.
Yo, Gabby offspring is crazy. Welcome back to the Johan Cruyff Arena, gentlemen. Skippy, first episode here. Welcome Skippy guys. Welcome Skippy.
Excited to be here.
Oh, you're welcome to the couch, bro. I mean, obviously, we know what you're talking about, but introducing Bobby. Thank you for being on the camera, going Declan. Right there. Gijsman, top of the league. Liverpool. Sit there. And Michelle, also thank you for coming through, bro. But Skippy, you know Johan Cruyff, he was known for turning. Once you get to the byline, turning. We've turned on Potter now. He's out of here. He's out of here, guys.
Couldn't be any happier, man. You know what I'm saying?
Look, you know what? I'll be honest. I would have just loved him to see the season out. Just because of it's embarrassing that these players that have had 2 managers in one season, bro.
That's true. And like you said, you wanted to see the season out, especially because, like, for the Champions League, that's
Bruh.
it, you know what I mean?
Bring on Madrid, like I was big on that, guys.
I think, you know, Chelsea loves Europe the same.
Yeah, explorers, bruh. The pride of London, dogs. Why are you laughing? Now, why are you laughing? Nah, real talk, like 22 games. Like, to bring on a manager like that. Okay, like, I'll be honest with you. RTZ is a better replacement for Potter. To Brighton.
Oh, yeah.
Do you agree with me?
Yeah, 100% agree with you.
What do you say? Do you know football? What do you say?
I agree.
Okay.
Do you know football?
I agree.
You know football. I was just checking. But like, to be honest with you, like, I would have thought, okay, now at least let's click something along. Bro, like, the record is ass, guys.
Nah, that's bad, bro.
Very, very bad. But let's touch on this topic. What do you think about Mudrik? Like,
Good question.
like really, bro.
Like, truth be told, I say it's be a pro camera.
Be a pro.
So you know when you're playing FIFA and when you get into the box, then you see the camera shaking and
shaking.
like
Yeah.
that's like I feel like he goes through that when he gets into the box, and I saw it in our game, bruh.
Especially. Would have had 2 chances.
Bruh, that's 2 goals, dog.
Man, his back pass into the keeper.
Child, this be a dog.
Nah, that's bad, yeah.
Like we called it, was 100 ball for a cheerleader. Awesome.
Yo, but don't forget, you were at the tip of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dick riding was there.
They were saying about it, like Chelsea. They say, Chelsea's buying all the players, they're stealing Mudrik and so on. But
So, go.
That's what cost Chelsea. I think they sacked Potter because they signed 200 million signings for Enzo and Mudrik. That's put pressure on.
Do you know what it is, bruh? I'm telling you, there's money to spend. It must be spent now. You need to understand that. This is, bruh, these American guys, they like to flush things away, bruh. It's getting to that point. They even, do you know how much they've invested in Potter? Must I tell you? Like 60, 50 more on Potter. To take him out of his contract
that's crazy.
at Brighton was like 30 more.
Yeah.
Now you're sacking him off a 5-year contract.
Yeah.
22 games in.
35 more getting a payout.
So that guy doesn't have to work again. He can go League One.
Oh,
The man is on holiday.
He's on holiday now, bro.
But I want to watch, man. Chelsea has 22 shots on target in the game. 22 shots, probably around 10, 12 on target. That can't fall on the manager.
It can't, yeah.
It can't.
But guys,
Surely, the
in
players
all
must
honesty,
take a lot of
Waggles,
money.
I think it was just an April Fool's game, man.
Yeah, truly.
Bro,
Like I didn't understand.
Just
I
to be
watched
honest.
the game. I enjoyed the game. It was an unorthodox game to watch. Ruben Loftus-Cheek at right wing back, but sometimes it's working, and I'm like, you're not seriously considering playing this at Madrid. It's brave of you, but you can't play this at Madrid. Yeah, we're doing it at Villa. And something is happening, something is picking up.
But they're losing.
But then I'm like, but these guys score. And you're like, nah, we don't deserve to be in this position. It happens again. And we're like, nah. Bruh, no one is scoring. And it comes back to that thing that I was saying. Even if you brought Bruno Fernandes to Chelsea,
Someone needs
who's
to finish.
putting the chances in the back of the net?
That's true.
But I think Villa was so good this week. Like Villa's
It was a good game to watch.
Villa, like they exposed Chelsea, bro. Like we spoke about Koulibaly. Like that whole decision making, they just going. Everything's going bad for the club. Like
Bro, and you know now, I want to tell you the truth. As a Chelsea fan, once I saw that sign, I just didn't care anymore.
Koulibaly.
I just didn't care anymore. Koulibaly has to be one of the worst defenders that I have ever seen at my club. Hands down.
Facts. I can
Nice,
agree
nice.
with that, bro.
Hands down, bro. You like, bro, like you understand. I understand that defenders are supposed to get better as they get older, but there is a statistic that is saying there,
What?
a stat that is saying there,
Oh,
Like-
nah.
this guy's ass, bro. Like, no disrespect, he's a top player, but how can you decline in talent? Or maybe is it because it's Serie A? I don't know.
yeah, the Prem
The
is a
Prem is
different
difficult.
challenge.
Yeah, that's the best league in the world, the most competitive one also. But still, man.
Don't let Limbo hear you say that.
Nah, but I never
But
liked
I hear
Koulibaly,
you.
bruh. Never, bruh. But for me, our Felix.
What a
Wow.
player!
Nah,
What a
he
player!
did
What a
fine,
player!
What a player, bro.
What a
Even in
player!
that Villa
Wow.
game, even though he didn't score, did
What
you
a
see that
player,
guy's
bro.
movement, bro?
Nah, it's nice to watch, bro.
Yeah, but we talk about this, man. It's easy to come into Chelsea and look nice, man.
I won't say so, bruh. I won't say so. Like, you know, no, I will be honest with you. The performances, individual performances, have been there this season, though. That's the problem. Players work and they look good by themselves. It's not because they do it on purpose. It's just that they're the only one just
Doing
there that
something
game.
now, yeah.
My whole thing is, why can't we play the way we play in the Champions League in the Prem?
In what sense? Like
Different
the
competition, man. Different competition.
you
True.
true.
Game you need to play. You know
But
what
still,
I
the
mean?
team, like, they want to win, man. Why can't they have the same mentality in the Prem? Look where we laying on the log. Like,
Page 2, bruh.
yeah,
You have
bruh.
two
Page 2,
teams
bruh.
to play.
Page 2 is crazy, bro.
Do you know how disrespectful that is? Never in my time as a young adult watching the Premier League consistently week in, week out. I've never been on page 2, bruh. I'm on page 2 now.
So are you still the pride of London?
Nah. Truth be told, don't ever get it confused. We done 20 in 20. It's bigger than you. The truth is the truth. The truth is the truth.
Still love my team. Still we're in the top today, even though we lost, bro. It's fine.
It's fine.
The first time I saw that topic was 3 managers. Come, James, man. Let's face the reality. London isn't blue, bro.
No, it isn't. This season it isn't.
Never blue.
fine.
Like, never blue.
This season it's fine.
Boys on the block. 2006, that's when things started happening. If you talk about the city, bro, and the clubs.
All I'm saying is titles mean something.
Yeah, of course.
Let's
But
talk. Once you show me a cabinet, then you can say whatever you want. But this season you guys are doing your job.
So what's it like? 2 Champions League and a few leagues.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect Arsenal, man. You know what I mean?
I mean, truth be told, we're signing players that under the right manager, boss your team. On paper, we are a better team than you.
Our team is very hot on paper.
Not on performance. Not on performance. Not on performance.
Players you speak of.
You don't even like the players that are on your team sheet for that.
Let's go into it.
Name these players.
Okay, let's go. Like, just to end it with,
Arsenal, Chelsea combined. Let's go into it.
you can't do it because then we're gonna do performance. Then we're gonna do performance.
But you just see it on paper, so
On paper, because at the start of the league, I would say Chelsea was the second best team on paper. In-
Nah,
Listen to me, on paper.
you know what it is, no?
I promise you, on paper, if you wrote out the squad, you like, damn, these guys have a squad. you just look at the sheer numbers. You just look at the sheer numbers.
I don't think second best, man. I
don't-
think full side of it.
So, bruh.
At the beginning of the season.
Nah.
Nah, I don't think so.
But
Nah, I don't think so.
like we touched on, man. Football is not played on paper.
True. Hence why I'm saying we can't do the Chelsea head to head. The Chelsea Arsenal head to head. Because then you're gonna do performances.
Yeah.
Then we're not gonna do names. Do you understand what I'm saying? At the start of the season you probably would have said, oh, Chelsea's team is probably gonna
That's
get
what we're
there.
trying to say to you
That's
guys.
just
That
like-
we understanding that.
Yeah, I understand it, but it's not the reality, man.
That's not the reality, and this is the reality we have to face. Our managers out. We're going to Champions League
With no manager.
with no with an interim management, a substitute teacher.
2012 man.
Basically.
Bro,
2012 man.
bro, invigilator. We're going to
The point about.
we're going to the Bernabeu with an invigilator. Like this is not Chelsea, bro. We are Chelsea, but
But
this is not.
let's see what happens in the Champions League, man. Because that's the only thing we can play for now. You see?
True.
So
Truly.
we have to put our all in it like we always do.
I mean, Griezmann Kante is back. Griezmann Kante is back.
Kante is back.
Griezmann
yes.
Kante is back.
That's the only thing that made me happy on for yesterday's.
When he was
came
playing, he was
when
playing as a
came on,
eight.
I
He
was
looks so
happy.
cute. Yo, that guy. you know that guy is Aki and Pope. I just see that guy, man. Yo, nah, man. But like, I just think, bring on Madrid. Whatever happens this season happens.
Yeah.
It's out. Let's go next season.
Yes, boss.
Let's go next season. That's all I'm
I
saying.
want to say something, man. I want to see your faces when you hear pieces like that.
Yo. We leave it at
Stop
that.
that.
We leave it at that.
Coming, guys. Haaland's here.
Maybe do you really think you're going to win the Champions League?
Yes.
In
What
the
about
Champions League
Italian
final?
teams?
There must be one at least.
This season.
That's
Yeah.
going to be in the Champions League final because there's 3 on the one side, man.
Okay. And then the guy next to you, his team must be in the final as well.
Now they have to go to the final. If they want anything out of the season, they have to go to the final.
Check Grealish uit die mouw.
Hey,
Win the UCL.
they Grealish 80 more, yeah. Now we're pushing the. You know when they used to collect money there at schools, they tell you, nah, I don't want to say it, but collect the 350s, collect the 3. That guy is collecting his 350s now, man. Because what a game on
Yeah,
Saturday, bruh. For early fixture, what a game.
Yo, it didn't disappoint me.
For an early
It didn't
fixture, if you
disappoint.
bet that game,
Never back the
odds.
early kick-off, guys.
The odds, bro.
Nah, it was crazy,
go
bro.
on. I mean, I would say, look, from going into that game, how did you feel?
You know, now going into the game, no matter what form you're on, playing against Liverpool, it's always, you feel, nah,
Yeah.
this man can hurt us today.
Yeah.
Ping pong game.
And after that Salah goal, I was like, yo,
It's going to be one of those
same
ones.
thing, man.
Mm.
But then the man, they didn't
They didn't
phase
focus,
themselves.
yeah.
They were focused, came back in.
I mean, on that, I don't know who was commentating the game, but he said that exact same thing, that City just played the way they played, and they just outplayed Liverpool, bruh.
Nah, off the park. Literally off the park, bruh. John Stones was having a field day.
Wait,
A field
what
day,
a
bruh.
performance from John Stones, bruh.
It was crazy, man, bro. Like the first half, the first half he was playing poorly. That man, his heading ability was
Childish,
bad, bruh.
childish,
It was
childish.
bad. But after that, he just became comfortable. He was playing
Ping
6,
pong.
man.
Oh, that
1.6.
was what a performance.
Playing 6. Aye, John Stones.
And that was a touches from Pep as well.
Oh,
Seeing
yeah.
that Pep does play that sort of 3,
Inverted
2,
role, yeah.
right? You do that, but you have this guy at 6. How can you have your defender at 6?
Oh, yeah.
And he just made it work. And for me, watching that, bruh, that midfield, Gundo,
Nah, they just stick, my bro. They just stick. Those Owens just stick.
I was a pulled-up play for the first goal, man. I locked that man.
bro, Liverpool got popped. But you sitting here comfortably, bruh. Yo, shadow boxing, bro.
Yo, they were really chasing shadows, bro. It was bad. It was freak bad.
But it's crazy that like City can lose their ball to it, they tell us, man, and just have someone else just to come in
And do the
like,
same
bruh,
thing,
It's
man,
almost
bro.
like Haaland
I
was
just
playing.
I just put my eyebrows up, man.
A World Cup
Put
winner,
my
guys, man.
eyebrows up.
World
It's a
Cup
World Cup
winner.
winner.
You see, okay, now on that, it comes back to that thesis that you always fight about. Bro, we've seen you guys do this.
Listen, I'll just say go watch the Arsenal game, man. That's City played. That's all I'll say. Haaland played that game.
You see, the thing is now, City have they just have the formula, man.
True.
No
True.
matter who is up front,
You're gonna be
passing
cooked.
patterns, third man runs, nah, they just have it, bruh. So anybody can play in the striker's position, I feel. But what makes it count for Haaland is like you said, that Arsenal game. Games where a man like him
It's needed.
is needed, man. Sinjay. There hasn't been a lot of games like that. Like the first Liverpool game, the United game, he wasn't really there. But the games where it did count, like Arsenal, nah,
He made the most
he
of it.
made it that way. And for Champions League, man, if you think about
Yeah,
it.
nah, class player.
That man's
class
a
player.
talisman in Champions League, bro.
Top goal scorer. League, UCL, all of Europe.
Nah, that is crazy. Nah, that is crazy.
You should be trembling here at the back, bro.
It's fine. We have Gabby. He's a Gabby offspring. You know what I mean? He hasn't won anything at City yet. So.
Yo, Kevin,
He hasn't won
is
anything yet. He has
crazy.
to put the goals in. He has to do that. But he hasn't won
he hasn't won
anything. He
anything.
hasn't
Nah,
won
I
the
heard it.
Champions
I
League. He
heard
hasn't
I
done
heard
it.
it, I heard it.
I agree with Gijs on that, man.
So,
like, he hasn't won anything. And there's a possibility that he might not win anything also.
Nah, same level as Almiron. Same level.
Yo!
Same chat, I will same chat.
Right hand is rude.
Nah, same chat.
But on a player that has won things, Riyad Mahrez, guys, how
Go,
was that
Pasta.
performance, man?
Pasta, nah, pasta's
No,
too good.
Ramadan Mahrez.
Ramadan
Ah,
Mahrez.
way. Yeah,
Crazy.
facts, man. Nah, that man's crazy. Best first touch in the world.
Yo!
And the thing is, nah, I
Bro,
rate
best.
Robbo. Highly rate that man.
But
Mahrez spun him,
guy.
Ah,
bro.
way nice,
They
spun.
stared at
but it's
him.
not the first time he has been spun this season, bro.
That's true, bro. He's been poor.
Trent, bro. Like, I don't know. They're like, but if they take Trent out, would they put him? 40-year-old James
James
Bond.
My bro,
Bond.
Yo, 39 that man was coming on. You know, that man have more caps than Lampard.
Yo. Nah,
Yeah,
that's not serious.
If anything, it showed that Trent showed Jack Grealish is maybe worth the money they paid, you know.
Yo.
Trent made him look like he was worth the money they paid.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The way I think, man, you see now, that was Aston Villa check.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a glimpse of Aston Villa check.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true.
But I think at the end of the day, City played like the champions that they are. They were the team that were under pressure. They needed the result.
More than
More Liverpool, like, let's be realistic. They're fighting for fourth each week. It's slipping away week by week.
Fighting for fourth is crazy.
You must remember, Liverpool off of fourth place is the same distance that City's off of winning the league. So I don't know what's so funny about that.
Away.
true.
And
Okay, it is a chase.
for Jurgen, he needs that fourth place, because if he doesn't get it, nah, he's being sacked.
That's another coach that's
Nah, I
hurt.
don't think so,
Nah,
man.
my bro, he's being
They will
sacked.
I
never
don't
sack
think
him.
they'll sack
City
him.
will riot.
They won't- they won't sack
They
him.
will never
We
sack
all
him.
know it's not the
Oh, once
coach.
his era's over.
We all know it's not
8
the
years.
That guy,
Nah,
bro.
he's bigger than him, man. They can't sack him, man.
Nah, they need a facelift. In my opinion, they need
Who's
a
gonna
facelift.
come?
Huh?
Who's gonna come?
My bro, it was available.
Graham Potter.
But all they're gonna Solskjaer, man. Anybody that's available.
It will only be fine, man. If Gerrard.
Nah.
Okay, yeah, that's so
It
true.
will only be fine, man. Like, it was like a handover team, man. You know what I mean? But I don't think they will sack him, man. They believe. But
They
I think
believe in
he
that guy.
made them believe, like,
Those
Ah,
special-
the contenders.
long,
Ah,
bro.
won
It's
this.
more than like he having a bad
Season.
You
Okay,
know
I
what
get
mean?
you. He deserves that, though. He deserves that. He deserves a bad season, I say.
At least one, yeah.
At least one, yeah. Because he's been somewhat a contender.
But if he's a good coach, you know, I think he should like. But I think Salah should be dropped, man. Salah should be dropped.
Nice.
Salah should
Big
don't
Mo
be
Salah,
childish.
man.
Don't be
Salah should be
childish.
dropped, man.
Don't be
He scores
childish.
his
Nah,
best
you
goal.
should.
don't be
Nah,
childish.
The
nah.
man played at Roma, Chelsea. It was so long ago, bro.
Dog, you need to understand. Can I please just say something? Salah's worst season is Rashford's best season.
Nah, my bro, but
That's a different.
it's a different
Salah and
conversation,
Rashford's not
man.
on the same level, or they're not at the same level of.
Same group chat,
That's why
yeah.
I think that concept of dropping Salah, it's not the Liverpool will fall up like losing Diaz already is an issue.
Away.
Imagine losing Mo now.
Nah, you know what it is now, Chums. The thing is, drop him because of performance. So look what United do now. They drop the wingers. They bring on Garnacho. He played consistently, and he made the other players want to fight for their position, man. Do you know what I mean? Now,
Okay, so
Mo
now,
Salah,
who do
complacency.
Liverpool bring in?
But think about that, man.
He's goals.
Nah, I mean, bro.
It's the first time you heard
Nunes.
that
After that, Liverpool 7-0. Did you drop Casemiro? You can't drop him.
You don't drop
He's
your
too
best
big.
players.
You
Nah,
can't
but-
drop your
but
best
bro,
player.
You don't drop that man, my bro.
Now that's
Nah,
what Salah is to Liverpool.
Nah, Salah isn't that. Salah,
Bro.
not anymore, bruh.
I didn't read, bro. You need to understand that that guy is still their best player. Look, we're talking about performance. Then you must drop the whole team, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. At least, if you're not gonna drop anybody, at least drop that man, my bro. Just to send a statement.
Salah at his best. Oh, my word.
Oh my
But he
word.
hasn't been at his
But he's
best.
not at his best.
You see?
So he must be dropped.
Yes, exactly.
No, man.
I don't
For
think
the
you
for
drop
the sheer
him.
fact that they need those goals, nah.
Sure, my bro. Nah, I
He's
Only
the one
top
that
goals
saves
scorer
them,
this
bro.
season.
true, but nah, bruh.
I remember when the man was singing, Mo Salah, Mo Salah. That's right. You know,
Let's
you
go
know that
now.
anymore, bro.
Let's go.
I just think to wrap it up, I just think City with a better team. Okay, I want to ask you. Yesterday's was on Saturday, the game on Saturday. Did you think that that was worse than your loss to Liverpool?
To Liverpool.
Yeah.
Nah. Not what United were on, as in like their run of form. Liverpool lost a few games. Like before that, their bad run of form was expectant, man. It was just the fact that it was a City game that it meant, they can bring something to the party. But the United game, now United went in as in the favourites to win. And they still lost 7. Aye, bro.
And just a final word on you, Luke, like that performance for you, was it better than Liverpool's performance at United?
Liverpool's performance against United.
Yeah, that 7-0 performance.
I think the football played.
City was
Definitely.
better.
Better away.
Because United, second half, they just didn't show up. And you could say the same thing for Liverpool this weekend. But
They
City, the
outplayed.
goals that they scored, man, they unlocked that
Prime
money.
Prime City. Nah, thank you, gentlemen, man. I feel like you deciphered the City,
City Liverpool.
the City Liverpool very well, man.
Guys,
Man.
I feel honored sitting next to the top of the table over here. You know, I think all neutrals would want
To be in this position, away, true.
and I mean, let's be honest, we all want Arsenal to win instead of City, man.
You
We don't want the same old.
you
so-
saying that as a Liverpool fan?
It's crazy.
It's crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
Look, even as a United fan, I also appreciate Arsenal's gameplay. I also want them to win the league over these guys. Man. Over
City.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think that's the drive City need, man. Like, I think as an Arsenal fan, you don't understand. I feel like you think you understand these guys, but Liverpool understands these guys more than you, bro.
Yeah, that's true. True. That's true.
Like your fans, calm the fuck down. Excuse my French, but I want to be brutal and honest. Can we bleep this out? Please. I'm trying to be, but I'm just being real, bro.
Just to say something on that note, it's the same like when City came out, man. How good was Sane? How good was those guys? You know what I mean? So it's the same thing now for Arsenal. Like,
That's their chance, man.
look at Saka, look at Gabby. It's new faces, man. You know what I mean? And I feel like everyone likes some change. So why not Arsenal? You know what I mean? I'm buzzing, dudes. Oh, it's been years. You know what I mean? It's been years.
But yeah, just to introduce the gents, man. Thank you guys, man, for being here.
Cheers.
And Jody himself, that guy, he's hurt, that guy, man. He's hurt, that guy.
That's always a pleasure, man. You know, win, lose, we always
Yeah.
You never walk alone,
You
boy.
can't, bruh, you can't be saying that now, bruh. You can't be saying that now, but you literally alone here, bruh.
Doesn't matter, brother.
He's hurt. Nah, but Jody, look, you watching Arsenal play and where Arsenal is, going off what you were saying, like just seeing them, you do actually want them to win.
Look, we gotta give Arsenal their flowers. I can be the first to admit it's March now. I mean, it's April already. A few months ago, I would have said, nah, by this time,
You guys called
they
that.
would have fell off.
Oh, yeah.
But they proving me wrong, and I'm not upset about it. I'm not upset about that. Like, Man City, out with the old and in with the new.
So, you watch, I mean, they won 4-1 against Leeds.
Yeah.
They took the... Nah. You guys went up first.
Yeah.
Jesus is on the lineup. Trossard is on the lineup. Martinelli is on the lineup. 3 Brazilians. Wow.
It was crazy because I was telling Michelle, I was with him, and I was telling him, oh, how can Saka not start? But everything,
I was shocked.
everything what Tito's doing is working. So, like at the moment, not the step wrong. Mudrik not signing him, good step. You know what I mean?
I still think Mudrik at Arsenal with the Dumbots.
I fully agree with that. I wanted to touch on it a bit earlier, but I don't
Now you
think
can go on.
I don't think Mudrik suits Chelsea. He's not a guy that's
We
gonna
need it.
excel in that team. If you're looking at Chelsea, I don't even know what formation they're playing. They're playing 2 left backs on the left hand side
Do you
of the
know what
field.
the signing feels like? El Nino to Chelsea. In a way. Even though it worked out for Torres. But...
I mean,
just
first
like-
of all, Mr. Chairman, you must put some respect on that guy's name.
Nah,
man.
it's a goat, bro!
Mudrik is not on that level
But
yet.
I'm saying, at Chelsea, it was never supposed to be there. It should have been better than what it was. That's what I'm trying to say. It should have been better than what it was. What? Liverpool Torres. Drugs, brother. You're not passing that test, bro. Drugs. But it's like...
Chelsea's proved it time and time again with players killing careers. I mean, look at Arsenal Abu, Barcelona Abu of recent. Comes to Chelsea, he's not even in the squad anymore for the Champions League.
vacation.
Lukaku. Same thing.
There's something going on behind the scenes there, man.
But I mean, you guys did it right this season. The clearance sale of players, the induction of the players within the January. Wow, what a signing.
Bro, I was actually watching a video today of Arteta. He's like, bro, that man is more than a coach, bro. Like, there was,
This PR is crazy.
there was this video there where it was like a rabbit and it was a duck as well, man. And then he asked this guy, wait. Ah, change. And then they asked him like, hey, what do you see and what do everyone see? So he's like, he wants to make everyone see one picture. And I mean, come on now, it's a week, the picture slowly clearing up, kids.
Oh, is that the
You know what I mean?
Okay, now look, I respect it as a fan of football.
Yes.
Because that's what I am first.
Yeah.
And wow, what a performance from each and every individual. I mean, Gabby's back.
But are you enjoying the football though? I'm
Yes.
enjoying. I
I
love
love
watching Arsenal. I love watching
I watch
Arsenal.
Arsenal. I watch Arsenal.
For football, I
I
watch
watch
them.
Arsenal.
But that's the thing.
Guaranteed
Guaranteed
goals.
goals.
Huh?
Oh, the God.
The God, bro.
Serious player, that guy.
All of us sitting here are football fans. We all love good football. Arsenal's playing good football and they deservedly
At
on
the
top of the
for it.
league.
Sure.
Who would have given Odegaard the captain bag?
That no one. Nah, that's a
But
brave
like
move.
in every team, you would think, oh, this is like he's just a regular player, like a standby. Not,
Like a Molnova.
you know, nah, man, like he's on standby, man, like he's decent. But he came into us, he's our skipper. I didn't think like he has the experience and whatever to lead us, but look,
But he does though. He does though.
Like
he's
it's
that guy.
proven,
He's
bruh.
that guy.
Like I think
I mean, he was a youngster at
Madrid.
Madrid, my man.
You
Look at his
14,
pass.
15 at Madrid.
Look at his pass. He went through the graduation and schooling, so
He knows, yeah.
he understands.
The
He
best in the world. You're coming on for the best in the
I
world.
can't wait to see him kiss that trophy. Yo, gents, I've never seen that happen before. I'm gonna see it now.
Let's do it. I mean, you should be happy. I mean, who wouldn't be happy with that performance? Obviously, it's a childish foul from Eiling, but he bought into it, man. He always was gonna buy into it. Benjamin White, I will give him his flowers. I say, what a player Benjamin White is.
Part-time footballer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We're talking. Where do we put him? Right back or centre back?
Either or, bro.
What?
I'm putting,
White.
CB.
I'm putting top 5 either or, bro. This season, right back.
That is what I wanna ask.
Oath, bro.
That is what I want to ask. In your right back, centre back? Where is he in your list of defenders?
Look, for me, playing him centre back didn't work out well, man. So with Saliba and Gabriel there, he wasn't gonna play at centre back. You know what I mean? So at right back, he's doing the bits, man. He's even scoring now, which is like a positive. Everything is happening right, bro.
So you have defenders in the league. Is he in your top 5 of defenders?
I would say number 2. I like Kyle Walker, bro. For me, he will always be the best right back in the league, man.
Lorry driver, yeah, you know that guy.
I like him, man.
Everything.
I mean, and White's performances have backed it up. Like, he's on top of the table. He deserves to be in that chat with the top right backs, top centre backs, as you guys said.
So, that's an honest answer. And then what? Just to end it off, what are you saying about Virgil?
Yo, thank goodness you asked.
So,
What happened to Virgil?
we touched on this a bit earlier about dropping players because of performances, and we all know it's no secret there's been a handful of key players at Liverpool this season that have not been performing, and I can be the first to say Virgil is one of those guys. Because if Virgil is playing well, we don't concede goals. And you saw how quickly it was, him having maybe 1.5 good seasons, that he was already up there. Like, I don't think it should have been the case where they were comparing him to Ramos or any of that.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, he's won everything there is to win in club football in England. He's won everything, so
he's clocked it.
He's having a bad season. Like, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'll be direct. He's having a bad season.
He's hurt.
I just want to pose a question to Waggles. Right? Like, if we're ending this now, who of the City players would get into the Arsenal team?
Yo, how long do you want
Don't be childish. Don't be childish. Nah, you being disrespectful now. We're ending it on that. That is very disrespectful.
You ask who wouldn't get in.
We can chat about it afterwards.
I heard it now, gentlemen. Thank you for coming back to the Johan Cruyff Arena. Because this is the home where you get turned. Understand what I'm saying? When you come to the Johan Cruyff, you turn heads here.
I hope that guy doesn't look so sad when he comes again on the pod.
Which guy? The Liverpool guy.
You can see it in his eyes.
Next week, Liverpool beating Arsenal at Anfield.
Okay, predictions for the game, the last one. Is Chelsea winning? Declan?
Against Liverpool.
Against Liverpool.
Yeah, they need it.
What do you think, CP? Michelle?
Liverpool.
What do you say? Draw. What do you say?
I'm saying Liverpool. Chelsea don't even have a manager.
What do you say?
Liverpool win.
I am saying draw. It's always a tight game. I end the day. Thank you, people. Thanks, gents.